Good afternoon. It's been a lovely start out there for many of us. Dry, fine, and temperatures quickly on the rise in the September sunshine, probably peaking at around 18, maybe 19 Celsius this afternoon. As we head through this evening, any daytime cloud we do have will tend to dissipate and we'll be left with largely clear skies as we head into the early hours. By the end of the night, temperatures in towns and cities in these sorts of values, but rural spots getting a touch lower, perhaps low enough in fact for some mist, fog and even the odd pocket of frost. So a fresh start tomorrow morning, but plenty of autumnal sunshine from the word go and temperatures responding accordingly. Good afternoon. It's been a lovely start out there for many of us. Dry, some nice bright or sunny weather on the cards and more of the same through this afternoon. Temperatures inland up to around 17 Celsius, always feeling a little fresher on the East Kent coast with that northeasterly breeze. Through this evening and tonight then it stays dry, a little bit of cloud coming and going, but where we have the clearest skies becoming quite cool. In fact, rural spots, we can't rule out the odd pocket of grass frost by dawn. And that will lead us into quite a fresh but a bright start again tomorrow morning. Plenty of autumnal sunshine from the word go. That will carry us into the afternoon with temperatures responding accordingly. So no major frost in the forecast for the time being, but we will have some fairly long and clear nights, so not completely out of the realms of possibility. With that by day comes a lot of dry and bright weather, but perhaps a bit of a change over the weekend with some rain arriving from the west, and we can see that on the pressure sequence. So high pressure has been with us for some time. It's going to start to drift away across Scandinavia over the next few days, and by the weekend we start to see this weather front making some rather erratic progress in from the west. For now though, we're looking very quiet through the rest of this evening and overnight tonight. It's dry, it's clear and winds will be light. Now underneath those conditions we will see temperatures for all of us falling down into single figures. These are the sorts of values we'll see in towns and cities, but rural spots will get a touch lower. So certainly likely to see some patches of mist and fog and some rural locations potentially just low enough for a little bit of grass frost to form. Tomorrow morning then, a fresh start, a bright start, lots of lovely autumnal sunshine from the word go, and more of the same really as we head into the afternoon. Staying dry, staying sunny, still those light winds, and actually in the best of the sunshine, not feeling too bad at all for the time of year. Highs of 18, 19 Celsius, can't rule out one or two spots, possibly clipping 20. As we head through the next couple of days then, as I said, lots of dry weather that continues into Friday, albeit with a bit more cloud coming our way. And then as I said, there's just the chance through Saturday and Sunday of that weather front making its way towards us. If it does so, we could well see some outbreaks of rain, but I think into the new week a return to something a little more settled. Well, we've got no major frost in the forecast over the coming nights, but perhaps a little grass frost in places. By day, certainly looking at a good deal of dry and bright weather through tomorrow and Friday, and then maybe a bit of a change of foot come the weekend, the chance of some rain arriving from the west. And we can see how all that evolves over the coming days. So the high pressure that's been with us so far this week will start to shuffle its way up across Scandinavia. As it does so, we'll see this weather front making its way in from the west. It will make pretty erratic progress eastwards, but there's every chance at some point during the weekend that we'll see some outbreaks of rain. Still a long way off though, and for now this is how we're looking. So some clear skies coming and going this evening, fairly light winds inland at least, and under those clearing skies temperatures for all of us inland falling down into single figures, and I think some rural spots may be low enough for some mist and fog patches, one or two locations possibly sneaking low enough for just a touch of grass frost. But really not amounting to very much. And tomorrow morning the autumnal sunshine will soon get to work dispersing any of that. Little change really through the day, perhaps a bit more cloud drifting in on the northeasterly breeze, but in the best of the sunshine towards the west, temperatures doing pretty well, 17, perhaps 18 degrees Celsius, not feeling too bad at all. Now we hold on to similar conditions overnight into Friday, but you will just notice a few showers starting to pester the very far southeast from time to time. So Friday, perhaps a bit more cloud on the scene, as I say, the risk of some showers. And then as we head through the weekend, especially into Sunday, maybe that weak weather front coming our way, producing a bit more cloud all round and perhaps some outbreaks of rain.